Sometimes the greatest dangers in life aren't loud, painful, or obvious. They're silent, creeping in quietly while we carry on as if everything is fine. Hello, dear friends. My name is Dr. Charles Milton, and today I want to speak to you not as a doctor in a white coat, but as a fellow traveler in life, a friend, a listener, someone who truly cares. Because the reality is this: every year, countless seniors pass away suddenly, not from an accident, not from something dramatic, but from something so common, so deceptively ordinary, that we often overlook it. And the saddest part, most of these deaths could be prevented with something simple, something gentle, something that starts right in the heart and home. So please stay with me. This isn't a medical lecture. It's a life conversation. You are valuable. You are loved. And this moment right now might be one of the most important you've ever shared with someone. Number 1, the silent thief. What's really causing sudden death? You might think the biggest threat to your life is something dramatic, maybe a fall, or a car accident, or even something like cancer. And while those things are certainly serious, they're not the leading cause of sudden death in seniors. The truth is this: the silent thief is stress combined with loneliness. Yes, chronic emotional strain, isolation, and unmanaged anxiety. These are the root causes that lead to serious physical events like heart attacks, strokes, and even sudden collapse. And they often happen without warning. Think about this. How many times have you heard someone say, "He was just fine yesterday," or "She seemed healthy and full of life"? That's because these emotional pressures don't always show up on the surface. But inside they build, quietly, slowly, and one day they become too much. Seniors often carry silent burdens: the pain of losing loved ones, feeling forgotten, or watching the world move too fast to keep up with. These emotions affect the body more than we realize. Your heart listens to your thoughts. Your health responds to your emotions. The body doesn't always scream when something's wrong. It whispers. And if we don't listen, the whispers stop. Number 2, the hidden weight of loneliness. Let me ask you a question. When was the last time someone really sat down and asked you how you're doing, truly doing? Loneliness is not just about being alone. It's about feeling unseen, unheard, unimportant. You could be surrounded by people, at a family gathering, in a retirement home, or even watching TV at home, and still feel profoundly alone. And here's the truth that no one likes to admit. Loneliness has the same impact on the body as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. It weakens the heart, fogs the mind, and slowly chips away at our will to live. Many seniors suffer in silence, thinking, "I don't want to bother anyone." So everyone's busy with their own life. But keeping those feelings locked inside is like carrying a bag of bricks on your back every day. Eventually, it wears you down. The solution? It starts with connection, not just physical presence, but emotional closeness. A phone call, a walk with a neighbor, a heartfelt letter, sharing your memories, your hopes, your regrets. It's never too late to reach out, and it's never wrong to say, "I need someone." Number 3, the dangerous habit of ignoring small signs. We often ignore little things, don't we? A missed heartbeat, a shortness of breath, feeling a little more tired than usual. "Oh, it's just age," we tell ourselves. "I'm fine." But the truth is, your body gives you signals long before it breaks down. When you feel sudden fatigue, dizziness, or tightness in your chest, even if it passes, don't brush it off. These aren't just signs of aging. They're your body's way of saying, "Help me." One of my oldest patients used to say, "I'm too tough to let a little discomfort slow me down." But being tough doesn't mean being careless. Real strength is knowing when to pause and listen. Think of your body like an old friend. It's been with you for decades. It's carried your joys, your griefs, your experiences, and now it needs your attention. Even small lifestyle changes can make a big difference. Drinking more water, getting fresh air, stretching in the morning, or simply taking a few moments each day to breathe deeply and check in with yourself. Preventing sudden health events starts with honoring the quiet messages. Pay attention. They could save your life. Number 4. The power of gentle daily habits. If you want to protect your health, you don't need expensive treatments or strict diets. What you need is consistency, peace, simplicity. Let's talk about your mornings. What's the first thing you do when you wake up? For many seniors, the day starts with worry, bills, medications, aches, regrets. But imagine if it started with peace, a gentle stretch, a grateful thought, a glass of water, or simply sitting by the window to feel the morning sun. These little moments matter. They set the rhythm for your entire day. In fact, creating a peaceful daily routine is one of the most effective ways to regulate your heart rate, reduce blood pressure, and stabilize your emotions. Try this. Begin each day with stillness. No phone, no TV, just quiet. Write down 3 things you're thankful for. Go outside, even for 5 minutes. Breathe deeply. Listen to the birds. Eat something nourishing, not rushed, and smile, even if you're alone, especially then. These aren't grand solutions. They're small seeds of wellness. And when planted every day, they grow into something powerful. Your body is not your enemy. It wants to thrive. You just have to give it the chance. Number 5. Relationships. The medicine money can't buy. Let me tell you something that matters more than any pill, any surgery, any advice you'll ever receive. The most powerful healing force on earth is love. As we grow older, we begin to see that life isn't measured by accomplishments or bank accounts. It's measured by moments of connection. A smile from a child, a conversation with a friend, a memory shared with someone who truly listens. If you've been holding grudges, let them go. If you've lost touch with someone you love, call them. If you miss someone, tell them. If someone hurt you, forgive them. Not for their sake, but for yours. Bitterness is heavy. Loneliness is cold. But love? Love is warm. Love heals. Make it a priority to nurture your relationships. Have tea with your neighbor. Send a letter to an old friend. Say, I love you more than you think is necessary. And remember, it's never too late to begin again. You are not a burden. You are not forgotten. You are needed. Number 6. Fear and worry. How they steal more than just your peace. There's a quiet thief that robs many seniors of their joy, their sleep, and eventually, their health. That thief is fear, and its companion is worry. Fear of falling sick, fear of being alone, fear of running out of money, fear of being forgotten. These worries may never be spoken out loud, but they live in the heart and weigh down the soul. And here's the part most people don't realize. Fear doesn't just stay in the mind, it shows up in the body. When you're constantly anxious, your heart works harder, your immune system weakens, your sleep becomes shallow, your energy fades. I once met a woman named Margaret. She was 76, active and bright-eyed, but inside she was scared. She feared leaving the house. She feared catching a cold. She feared the world had become too dangerous for her to live in. And over time, that fear made her weaker, not because her body was sick, but because her spirit was exhausted. What Margaret needed wasn't just reassurance. She needed permission to live, to trust, to believe that the world still held beauty for her. So how do you stop fear from ruling your life? You face it, gently, one day at a time. Start by recognizing what you're afraid of. Write it down. Ask yourself, is this fear real, or is it just a thought? Don't try to erase it. Instead, breathe through it. Replace it with one small action, a walk, a laugh, a prayer, a phone call. Remember the truth. You've survived decades of life already. You are stronger than your fears. Don't let imagined futures steal your precious present. This moment, this breath is yours. Make it peaceful. Number 7. The power of purpose. Why you still matter. Do you know what keeps the heart beating strong in older age? Purpose. It's not vitamins, not machines, not even doctors. It's the belief that you are still needed, that your life still matters, that someone out there is better off because you're here. Many seniors lose their sense of purpose after retirement, after the children grow up, or after a partner passes away. And slowly, without even realizing it, they begin to fade, not just physically but emotionally, mentally and spiritually. But here's the powerful truth. Purpose doesn't retire. It evolves. You don't have to build a business or save the world. Sometimes your purpose is as simple as sharing your stories with younger generations, offering a smile to a stranger, teaching your grandchild to bake bread, encouraging a friend who feels forgotten, praying for those who cannot pray for themselves. You have decades of wisdom, laughter, tears, and lessons inside you. That is your gold, your legacy, and it still has the power to touch lives. I remember an elderly man named Arthur. He lived alone, no family nearby. But every week he would sit on a park bench and hand out birdseed to children and their parents. He'd smile, he'd chat. At first glance it seemed simple, but one day a young mother told him, "You're the only adult my son talks to who truly listens." Arthur had no idea he was making a difference, but he was. So are you, even when you can't see it. Wake up each day with this thought: today I can bring light to someone's life, even if it's just my own. Number 8. The gentle routine that can save your life. Let's take a moment to talk about something very practical, but deeply powerful: routine. You see, one of the most dangerous habits in older age is unpredictability. Skipping meals, sleeping at odd hours, being inactive, or having no rhythm in the day. This doesn't just lead to confusion or fatigue. Over time, it places real strain on your heart, your mind, and your body. But the good news is, just as bad habits can damage you, gentle, loving routines can protect you. Imagine your body like a classic clock. If it's wound gently each morning and handled with care throughout the day, it keeps ticking beautifully. But if you neglect it, or wind it in bursts with long periods of stillness, it wears down. So how can you create a rhythm that heals you? Here's a simple example of a senior-friendly, life-protecting routine. Wake up at the same time each morning. No rushing. Just rise slowly and smile to yourself. Be thankful. Start your day with movement, a walk, some stretches, or even just reaching your arms overhead. Eat a balanced breakfast. Not too heavy, not too light. Something that makes you feel cared for. Plan one joyful activity a day. Reading, gardening, watching the birds, chatting with a friend. Rest in the afternoon, but avoid long naps. Too much daytime sleep can disturb your nights. Have a consistent bedtime. Create a little ritual: warm tea, soft music, or a favorite book. Even if your schedule is simple, the consistency gives your body strength and stability. Routines offer comfort, predictability, safety, and most importantly, they help prevent sudden declines by keeping your physical and emotional systems in balance. Start small, stick to it, and feel your spirit come alive again. Number 9. The most important part: forgiveness, letting go, and living fully. Now we've come to the most important part of this entire conversation. You've heard me talk about stress, loneliness, routine, and connection, but this is the true medicine down to letting go. Because the most dangerous weight seniors carry isn't in their arteries or their bones, it's in their hearts. Regrets, old wounds, words never spoken, forgiveness never given, memories that still ache, losses that never healed, mistakes that echo in the silence. I want you to hear me now, clearly, gently, and with love. You don't have to carry it anymore. You have permission to release it, to set it down, to forgive them, to forgive yourself. Because what breaks the heart more than anything isn't cholesterol or blood pressure. It's unresolved pain. When you hold on to resentment, it poisons your peace. When you relive your mistakes, you rob your present. When you refuse to forgive someone who's already gone, you keep hurting yourself, alone. And the truth is, you deserve to be free. I once spoke with a woman who had carried a deep family hurt for 40 years. It made her bitter. It made her physically ill. But when she finally whispered, "I forgive you," she cried for an hour. And after that, she said it felt like breathing for the first time in decades. Don't wait until your last days to find peace. Write the letter you've been avoiding. Make the call. Say the prayer. Stand outside, look up at the sky, and release the pain you've been dragging behind you. Forgiveness isn't about others, it's about you. You deserve calm, you deserve rest, you deserve joy, and you can have it right now. So, dear friend, if you remember nothing else from today, remember this: your life is not over. Your heart is still beating. Your story is still being written. Don't let the past keep you from living the rest of your life with peace, love, and freedom.